Hey there, Captain. Everything okay?
No, I'm having a meltdown.
Rob, sounds amazing.
Thanks, it was a lot of work.
This is Sergeant Knox.
From Cyber Operations.
He's discovered the reason for our network issues. A hacker is attempting to break into our servers.
Not all of them, just the LACME server.
Well, that's good.
No, Captain Holt's nostril just twitched. It's bad.
It's devastating.
Props again.
Thanks again.
The LACME server holds clearance-protected information, including the names of our undercover agents. If it's compromised, people could lose their lives.
Okay, but isn't the server secure?
Yes, but the hackers already used an ARP to resolve the host name with a DNS server.
Uh-huh. ARP, DNS, totally following what you're saying.
Right now, they're trying to get root access by connecting the OSI network to the data link.
You know, I'm a bit of a computer nerd myself, but could you maybe dumb it down a bit for my friends here?
They're almost through our defenses. I tried to remove the server from the chain, but the hacker blocked the protocol.
Why don't you just unplug it? That's what I do anytime I'm having computer trouble. And also, I code a lot. Java, mainframe. This guy knows what I'm talking about.
The NYPD servers have internal backup batteries. Even if we unplug them, they'll stay on for another 2 hours.
As a captain, I have an override code I can use to wipe the servers clean, so there'd be no information for the hackers to steal.
The hacker's inside the building.
Let's mobilize. Nobody in or out of the building without authorization. Check every inch of every floor. Jake, we only have 15 minutes left. You need to focus because time is running out.
Oh, yeah. That's what the F I'm talking about. Thank you, sir.
Look for anyone you don't recognize using a computer or plugged into a port.
I initiated lockdown protocol. I'll search the 4th floor. Peralta, Diaz, start on 1, work your way up. Jeffords, take Boyle, start on 3, work your way down.
We searched everywhere. No hacker.
Well, maybe he camouflaged himself. Maybe he's a real-life Peter Malark out there looking like a river rock.
I hate to say it, but maybe it's time we start thinking about erasing the server.
No, not until the last possible minute. What else can you do?
I've been trying to pinpoint him. I've been making my way through the server sockets, trying to determine which port he's plugged into.
What's going on? I can't hear anything. Turn me around. I'm missing everything. Part of the team. What's up, team?
Is Sergeant Santiago suffering from FOMO?
No.
What's happening?
I think the hacker just opened the holding cell.
Oh no, they're running free. Everyone cover up your worst physical attributes.
Oh, it's no use. They could always find new ones.
Why would the hacker open the holding cell?
Maybe he's trying to create a distraction. I think he can see that I'm closing in on his location.
Then keep doing that. The rest of you, get him back into holding.
Come on, get down from there.
Finally got all the Lambda news back into holding.
Who are the Lambda News? Doesn't matter. I'll read your notes later.
I didn't take any notes.
What the hell, Jake? Do you even love me?
I'm telling you, I can't find him.
Captain, maybe it's time to face reality. We have to erase the servers.
I'll initiate the sequence for you. It just needs your passcode.
Perhaps you're right. How depressing. I never would have thought that typing an intricate sequence of numbers from memory would bring such sadness.
Hi, I'm Sergeant Santiago. I'm sure these guys have told you all about me already. Long story short, nothing happens around here without me.
What is that?
We just got an NOS ping from the 1st floor. The hacker is in room 103.
It's empty.
And there's nothing plugged into the internet port.
Knox said he got a NOS ping. I mean, NOSes don't just ping themselves, guys.
Jake, stop. You're not fooling anybody. You don't know anything about computers.
Oh my God. You're right. I'm not fooling anybody.
I was fooled, Jakey. You're my computer boy.
No. I don't know anything about computers. None of us do. And Knox could tell that. So he knew that we wouldn't catch on if he just made stuff up. What if the reason we can't find the hacker is because there is no hacker?
But why would Knox lie about that?
What if he doesn't actually care what's on the LACME servers? Maybe his real goal was to just trick Holt into erasing all the servers.
He might just be trying to delete some evidence.
I know how I know Knox. He's the guy from the security footage in the Avery Street murder.
Are you sure?
Yes, he shaved his beard, but it's definitely him.
We have less than a minute.
Call Holt. Knox is right next to him. He'll hear everything. Here, I'll text him.
I don't get it. Holt was about to erase the servers. If that's what Knox wanted, why did he stop him and say the hacker was in room 103?
I don't know, maybe to get rid of us? No, to get rid of you. The second you showed up in Holt's office, he sent us away, and the holding cell doors, they opened when I walked in with Amy on my phone. He must have known that she would recognize him. Send. Okay, it said delivered. Make way, make way!
Peralta, Santiago, you'll be happy to know that I did not erase the server.
Oh, thank God.
But sad to know that Knox caught on and is now holding me at gunpoint.
Why not lead with that?
Nobody has to get hurt. Just put your guns down and put your hands in the air.
Knox, you're pointing a gun at an NYPD captain. Have you really thought this through?
This is not my fault. You were supposed to be at the dentist.
What? How did you... You called me. He called me. He said he had a tip for the officer in charge of the Avery murder. I said I could meet any time except for this morning because of the dentist.
I had it all planned out.
Guess you didn't count on my FOMO. Yeah, that's right. It's crippling.
Picking a weird time, but I'm glad you're finally owning it.
Here's what's gonna happen. The captain and I are gonna walk out of here real slow.
He's down. He's down. We got him. Good news, Sergeant.
I figured out what we're gonna work on this weekend.
I'm working on spending time with my family. We're having a fancy tea party. I am the king of origami napkins.
Oh, that's nice.
I thought you were taking a weekend off.
No, I decided to spend the weekend taking things to the next level. Work-wise, I found a cold case of ours that everyone foolishly said was unsolvable. Case 52ABX-32QJ.
Jake, case 52ABX-32QJ is unsolvable.
Or maybe case 52ABX-32QJ is waiting for someone to de-unsolve it.
What's case 52ABX-32QJ?
Case 52ABX, we gotta find a way to abbreviate this thing. Anyway, it's an old case that the sergeant I worked about 8 years ago. This guy, Nate Dexter, was murdered in a boat explosion. No witnesses, no leads, minimal evidence.
This case almost killed us.
Yeah, but I'm on a hot streak. Plus, we're better detectives now. We're smarter, computers are faster, no more blockbuster, drones. I'm feeling it. Okay, here's what we know. Nate Dexter was a small-time crook who pissed someone off. They blew up his boat with him still on it and left no evidence except this one charred finger and Nate's melted torso. Man, I'm having deja vu right now. Whoever did it left no evidence except one charred finger and Nate's melted torso.
So in other words, nothing's changed.
Except our attitudes. So, we start at the last place that Dexter was seen before he went to the marina, his apartment. I'm telling you, Sarge, I got a good feeling about this.
Oh, no. Well, it appears his building was torn down. I know this seems like bad news, but on the plus side, the harder the solve, the sweeter the solve.
No, it's just bad news.
You're bad news.
What?
What? Just saying, you're bad news for bad guys, because you're a #1 cop. Blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
What?
What? Solve the case.
All right, convict. What do you know about the murder of Nate Dexter?
Look, I'll tell you the same thing I told you 8 years ago.
I don't know anything about Nate Dexter.
And even if I did? The best French toast I ever ate was with Mayor Lindsley's dog. He's very old. He's lost his mind.
What about Frank Williams?
He's in the infirmary. He was beat up pretty good. A lot of internal bleeding.
Awesome! I mean, not the internal bleeding thing. That sounds horrifying. But I bet you we can get him to talk if we offer to move him from his current address on Beatdown Boulevard.
That's a great idea. You know anything about the murder of Nate Dexter?
Maybe. What do I get if I do?
How about a transfer to another cell block? One with fewer shivs.
Okay. I can't be sure, but I think Dexter owed money to a guy named Sam Bunsen.
And that's a new lead. First lead in 8 years.
No sign of Sam Bunsen in the federal database. You got anything?
Bad news. I only found his wife, and she hasn't heard from him in 8 years.
That doesn't sound good.
Yeah, that's why I started by saying bad news. Terry believes in having a clear topic sentence.
I bet Mrs. Bunsen is lying. She knows where her husband is.
I pushed pretty hard. She says she's willing to take a lie detector test.
I'm Sophia Bunsen. I haven't talked to my husband in 8 years. This is Nate Dexter. He was friends with my husband. I didn't know he was dead. You think my husband killed him, but I guarantee that's impossible.
Okay, good. But not good enough. Let's do it again.
Jake, what's going on with you? She passed the test like 5 times.
Or maybe she's in cahoots with him. Are you two cahooting? Are you cahooting?
I rewatched the interrogation. And get this, Sophia wasn't lying about anything.
She doesn't know who killed Nate Dexter, but she does know something way better. Come with me. Allow me to introduce to you our murder victim, the not dead Nate Dexter.
What the hell is going on?
Right? Sophia wasn't lying. I was just not asking the right questions. She hadn't seen her husband in 8 years, but she was positive there's no way that he killed Dexter. That's when it occurred to me. No one killed him. Hey, Nate, just talking about how you're alive.
Yeah, I'm alive.
But whose melted torso did we find? Sophia's husband.
Yes! Sophia and Dexter were having an affair. Husband found out, Nate killed him. Now I'm telling my friend about how you killed that guy.
It was for love.
Cool motive, still murder. Also, you remember that severed finger? Check this out. Hey, Nate, show us your hands, please. Oh, right? Cut it off himself. How screwed up is that? Anyway, I asked all my CIs if they had dealings with a 9-fingered man. Unsolvable case? Solved.
Woo!
Okay, what do we got?
Security cam shows male suspect, 5'9".
Wearing a black ski mask. He bypassed the McConnell alarm by using the magnetic kill switch, and he only stole diamonds, nothing over 2 carats.
Yeah, exactly. How'd you know?
I'm a detective. That's what I do. I'm just kidding. I need a lot more information, but that would have been a great exit line, right? Crime techs aren't done yet, but I'm 100% sure it's Whitman.
Well, let's see what kind of physical evidence they turn up, and then we can talk arrest.
Actually, hilarious story. So that is Dustin Whitman.
You already arrested him with insufficient evidence.
What evidence did you have when you arrested this guy?
Some pretty ironclad stuff. Dustin, it's been a while. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
Well, well, well. If it isn't Joke Peralta.
That's it, you're under arrest. Case closed?
If we don't find something conclusive, it jeopardizes the case and opens the department up to a lawsuit. So cancel your plans. We're here until this is over.
Damn it, Peralta.
Oh. Let's take a look. Okay, here's you at your trial. You in prison. Me meeting Regis Philbin. That was fun. You still in prison. Me at Splash Mountain. Just pepper these in here. You in prison, you in prison, you in prison. You get it.
You got the wrong guy.
All right, not ready to confess? Fine by me. I got all the time in the world.
No, you actually have 48 hours. I know the law.
Nah. I'm sorry you had to cancel dinner with your dad.
Date. I had a date.
Hey, if Jake says the guy did it, that usually means the guy did it.
Thank you. Everyone listen to Rosa.
Nope, I'm still furious at you.
Okay, no one listen to Rosa. She's clearly an accomplice to this crime. I'm gonna go take another crack at Whitman.
You've been in there like 5 times. What are you gonna do? Annoy him into talking?
Ha ha. 2, 3, 4. Didn't work.
Are you the idiot that made a Friday night arrest? I was in the Poconos with my wife. You ruined my entire weekend.
Get in line, because that's their attitude. Get your own attitude.
He has an alibi, geniuses. He was at Torque. It's a nightclub in Cape May, New Jersey, all night.
Nice try. Think I'm gonna waste 6 hours driving to the Jersey Shore and back on some fake alibi?
It's up to you. But in 10 hours, he walks.
5'9" or 5'10", black knit cap.
Come on, come on, come on. Gotcha.
Ugh, it's not him. Let's just arrest this guy. Who even cares anymore?
So, I had my new best friend Luke take it when you canceled on him again.
Don't know. Hasn't called me back. Which is what always happens because it's impossible to be a cop and date.
Amy, look. There is a guy out there with incredibly low standards and a super weird soul patch, and he is waiting for you. Amy, my patch tingles for you. We will wed on the Isle of New Jersey. Our first dance will be to Jesse's girl because my name is definitely Jesse.
So romantic.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Yeah, there's good news and there's bad news. The bad news is my saltwater taffy place was closed.
And the good news?
Whitman's alibi checked out. Security footage from Torque shows he was there.
That's not good news. That's bad news.
Right.
You know, we spent so much time together here. I know everything about everyone. You know, Hitchcock went bald at 15. Scully used to date Hitchcock's wife. Charles has a bike with a little basket on the front.
How else would you carry baguettes?
And Rosa has a shower in her apartment, I think. I got nothing on her.
Good. Well, I guess we did just spend 48 hours locked in here together.
Holy crap.
What?
Locked in here together.
So we will be filing a wrongful arrest suit against the NYPD.
And when I win, I'm gonna buy Club Torque. Put a statue of Jake Peralta right in the middle of the dance floor.
First off, that's a terrible threat. I would love to have a statue of myself in the middle of a dance club. Second, do me a favor, take a look at this picture and tell me what you see.
You and Regis Philbin?
Awesome, right? Surprisingly down-to-earth guy, and definitely not the picture I meant to show you. But take a look at this. That's right, it's you and your old cellmate, Marcus Cole. And here he is again, outside the jewelry store. The two of you planned this together in prison. You taught him your MO, he pulled off the robbery, you got yourself an alibi, and you split the loot. Oh man, I can't believe he caught us! Of course he did, Peralta is the best! Aw, thanks, Reg.
That's enough.
Yeah, I gotta work on my Regis. Anyway, see you in jail, Whitman!
Somebody stole my laptop, which contained the unpublished manuscript of Book 13 of the Skyfire cycle. Person left this note.
We have your book. Pay us $500,000 in the next 24 hours or we leak it online. The first 5 chapters are now up.
They've been downloaded 85,000 times.
Well, we should probably go online and read those chapters in case there's some clues in there. And also, maybe we'll find out Quandor's true parentage.
Well, that's already been revealed.
No, it hasn't. Unless the prophecy of Dorgon is indeed true.
But that would mean...
You seem pretty calm for somebody whose book was just stolen.
Because I know who took it. Landon Lawson.
He was on that panel. He writes the Shadowbringer saga. It's garbage.
So why would Lawson want to steal your manuscript?
We both have books coming out this fall, and we have a rather public bet about whose is going to sell better. I believe he's leaking my manuscript online just to hurt my sales. You should arrest him.
Well, we're not going to do anything until we've seen all the evidence.
If this book fails, that's the end of Skyfire.
Let's go take this son of a bitch down. Mr. Lawson, NYPD.
Let me guess. You're here about the stolen manuscript?
So you admit you did it. Well, that was easy.
What? No. Someone stole my manuscript, and I know who it was. DC Parlov.
By Zortan's sword!
It's the exact same note Parlov got.
I don't see why anybody would want to steal your book. The Skyfire cycle makes the Shadowbringer cycle look like the Beastworm Chronicle.
You see, Rosa, the Beastworm Chronicles are one of the more simplistic.
Don't care.
Yeah.
You know what? My books say something, okay? I was the only one brave enough to tackle elf molestation.
Guys, calm down. You're both victims. Now, do you have any enemies in common?
Let me think about that. Parlov is my enemy, but he's also his own enemy because he's such a boring and repetitive writer. He just keeps killing off characters, resurrecting them, and killing them off again.
Because of the chrysalis orb. Sorry, police officer on a case. But we will need you to both generate actual lists of people that might want to hurt you.
We have 24 hours to figure this out, but if we don't, are you willing to pay the ransom?
I'd do anything to get my book back. I mean, you understand. You're a writer.
Did you hear that, Terry? He called you a writer. Terry, did you hear?
You guys got $1 million together on 24 hours notice?
Yeah, I had to liquidate my bitcoins.
Oh, really? I would have thought you'd be flush with cash from the Skyfire TV series. Oh, wait, that's right. The CW passed.
How's the Shadowbringer film coming along? Howie Long still playing both twins?
All right, let's go over the plan.
Okay, there's a potted tree on the east side of the lobby. They said to leave the briefcase behind that.
If someone grabs it, Rosa, Peralta, and I will converge. He's calling for the briefcase.
Okay, let's go.
Don't make your move until you're close to him. There's too many civilians.
Wait. Why are there so many Kalars?
Costume contest just ended. That's why he waited until now to pick up the money.
I lost him. Which one is it?
At least we got to stop that thief from releasing any more chapters. All we're out is some money. Plus, I've got insurance, so I'm going to get it all back. By the way, Detective Jeffords, while we were waiting, I had an opportunity to read your manuscript.
Oh, don't worry about that. It's a work in progress. There's a lot of changes I got.
No, it was great. Truly, fantastic. I mean, it was so fresh, you know. It had a really unique point of view. I sent it on to my publishers. Thank you for allowing me to read it. And I want to thank you all for your hard work on this case. Appreciate it.
Ooh, did you hear that? I gotta go call Sharon.
All righty, well, congratulations, Sarge. Don't forget about us when you become a famous author. Terry's writing sucks. Parlov is lying to him.
What? Why?
I don't know. He's buttering him up. Because Lawson and Parlov stole their own books.
Why do you think these guys are in it together? They hate each other. They spent an hour arguing over the name of the dragon and the Hobbit.
Smaug.
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 Smaug! Smaug! It's Smaug, by the way, point Lawson. But yes, they're mortal enemies, which is why they think we'll never suspect them of being in cahoots. Oh, but they cahooted, Rosa. They cahooted all over us.
Gross.
I think that...
Parlov hated my book. He only said he liked it, so I wouldn't figure out he and Lawson stole their own manuscripts.
You figured it out.
Well, I had a gut feeling, so I went digging. I got a warrant for Parlov's browser history. He searched how to liquidate bitcoins 3 days before the laptops were stolen.
Man, I bet that browser history was a nightmare, huh?
Oh, you have no idea. Anyway, I questioned them and they confessed.
I can't go to prison, okay? I know I seem tough, but I'm not. I went to Bennington.
I'm sorry Parlov didn't like your book. And I didn't. And also Rosa. Why did I add that? Oh my God. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Sarge. You gotta check this out.
Jake, what are you doing? We can't work real cases. This is a B&E.
Oh, it's so much more than that. Look at these photos. Herb came in through the back window, set up the living room to look like a kid's tea party. Didn't steal anything. Do you know what this means?
The victim still has their stuff?
The perp wasn't there to take anything, except lives. Sorry, I always wanted to say that. I think this is the work of the Oolong Slayer.
Seems like a stretch. If this is the Oolong Slayer, why isn't there a body?
I don't know, maybe he got spooked before the Vic got home, or it could be...
Jake, you want a case so bad, you're making one up. Look, the Slayer hasn't struck in 5 years. Chief Garman set up a task force to find the guy and turned up nothing. And most importantly, the Vulture's orders were only misdemeanors, wieners.
Why do you follow people's directions when you could literally pick them up and throw them out the window?
The Oolong Slayer. He's back.
I knew you'd confirm my hunch. He's back to his cool-ass psycho ways. Great news, right? Aside from a serial killer being on the loose.
What's your plan?
I'm gonna work the case in secret.
Wrong. We're gonna work the case in secret.
Holy crap!
No one can know about this, understood?
Understood.
If I recall correctly, the Oolong Slayer last struck 5 years ago. He left behind no DNA or fingerprints, but he did leave his calling card, a tea bag in his victim's mouth.
Yeah, how cool. I mean, awful is that?
Very cool. I mean awful. What's our strategy?
1, re-examine all of the task force's files. 2, check all B&Es against the Slayer's MO. And 3, think of something super cool to say when we arrest him. My leading contender, you're going to jail for Oolong time.
Dick, that's really good.
Right?
Let's not overlook the fact that he turned his crime scenes into tea parties for dollies.
Which suggests pre-adolescent trauma, leading to a pattern of criminality that probably began as a juvenile.
Jake, dope alley.
I know. I think this is where Batman's parents got killed.
I'll take your word for it. The juvie angle didn't pan out.
Neither did the B&Es, but I traced the label on the Slayer's Oolong. Turns out he got it at Chang's medicinal tea shop.
Good work, Peralta. We create a diversion while Gina copies his customer files.
My thumb drive looks like a watermelon because I adore the summertime.
Oh, I love that.
Let's do this. Hey, punk. That's my ginkgo.
It's my ginkgo now, old man.
I'm still young enough to beat that ginkgo out of your hands.
Oh.
Hey, knock it off back there! Take that!
This is so much fun. Hit me in the face. Oh, that was a terrible suggestion. Oh.
Yeah!
All right.
Partner? Not many people buy that tea, and only one has been doing so since the killings first began. And he has a record. His name? Braxton O'Reilly.
Oh, he's a maniac. Arrested in '84 for torturing an animal? Oh, this is our guy. No, man, just a squirrel.
Still counts. Let's get that psycho.
NYPD, nobody move!
Where's Braxton O'Reilly? Where's that psycho monster?
He's dead.
No, we can't be seen together. Gina, did you know about this?
Tricking you was the only way I could get you to talk to him. Plus, you know I heart intrigue.
Sir, take a look at these photos. None of the victims had any alcohol in their apartments, not even a dusty bottle. You want to know why? Because they were all sober. They all attended 12-step programs. None of them the same one, but they all had the same leader, a creep with a record of torturing animals. I'm talking dogs. I found the Oolong Slayer.
Gotcha.
Looking for me?
Nope, just taking my gun for a walk through the Nightmares factory.
Nice try, cop. But you and I are gonna have a little tea party.
Am I invited? Drop the weapon.
Okay, Slayer. Prepare to go to jail for Oolong time.
Now say punk.
Punk. I said it. This is Philip Davidson.
What do we have on him?
Clear motive, clear means, and a non-existent alibi, but the DA won't bring a charge because he says it's all circumstantial. If we want to bring this guy down, we have to get him to confess right here, right now.
An interrogation with a ticking clock and everything on the line? I better call Kevin and tell him I won't be attending the opera. There's someone else I'd rather hear sing.
Oh, damn!
Hello, Kevin. I won't be joining you at the opera tonight.
On the phone already.
The ticket's under my name. H-O-L.
And I spent my whole time in the corner talking to this woman, Dana.
Oh, so you said. But when we ran all the credit card receipts, nobody named Dana bought any drinks that night.
Hey, trust me. Dana wasn't buying her own drinks, you know.
Well, Hold on. I need to deal with this. Let's take a 5.
Or I could keep this interview going solo.
Of course, I'm sure that'll be very helpful.
All right. Where should we start a Rooski?
Hey, don't you think maybe we should just wait till your boss comes back?
You'd like that, wouldn't you? Because you're scared. You know I'm playing hardball, except for that the balls are questions. And here they come. What kind of car did Robert drive? Also, Dana from the bar, what color was her hair? And which night does the cleaning crew sterilize your office? And have you ever been up to where the body was found? And when you left your phone at the office, was it plugged into your computer or an outlet? And did you kill him? And what did your cab driver look like?
This seems like a huge waste of time, but here you go. Robert drove a Saab. Dana's hair was blonde and sterilized on Wednesdays and Saturdays. I haven't been to Vernon in 20 years. The phone was plugged into the wall. No, I didn't kill him, and the cab driver had a beard and an earring. I'm sorry I didn't get his license number.
What were you thinking?
I thought it would work. And I wanted to be the one that got him.
Is this about your ego? Are you that desperate for everyone to know how great you are?
It's not about everyone, okay? It's just, I wanted you to know. Oh my God. I got it.
He's not answering any questions.
That's okay, I have no questions. That's right. I'm about to monologue, son.
You better make it quick. You only got 8 minutes.
All right, then let me paint you a picture. I'm Philip, a successful periodontist that's become addicted to diazepam, a sedative I take because I'm junkie scum. Also, for real, addiction is a disease I would be super empathetic if you hadn't murdered a man.
What is the point of this?
I'll get there. So, one day I'm working late when my boss Robert surprises me. He found out I was stealing meds. Again, junkie scum. Also, again, not your fault, there's a major genetic component to addiction. He says he's gonna file a police report. I could lose my license. We fight and something in me just snaps. So I grab the first thing I can find and I hit him with it.
You still have no murder weapon.
I do now. Here's a pic I found on Yelp of the surgical suite 6 months ago, and here's a shot that our crime scene photographer took of the same room 2 weeks after the murder. Notice any differences?
We're not answering that.
That's all right, I can just tell you myself. The Yelp shot has 6 of these heavy-looking glass awards from the Brooklyn Periodontic Society in the background, whereas this shot only has 5. What happened to number 6? You murdered Robert with it.
I didn't.
You lost all control and you bludgeoned him to death. There must have been blood everywhere, but you got lucky. You were in the surgical suite. It can be sterilized. You never would have gotten away with it in your carpeted office.
That's not what happened.
Don't say anything more, Philip.
And your office manager would have heard all of the screaming, but she was at her grandson's play. Lucky again.
You're wrong.
You put Robert's body into a wheelchair and shoved it in the elevator. It's a miracle there wasn't blood everywhere.
That's not true.
Now you're in the garage with a corpse. You panicked and left your phone in your office, and you don't have your car keys, but Robert's are in his pocket, so you put him in his car and you take off.
No.
You can't believe what you've done.
No.
Philip.
You're flustered. You have no GPS, so you just start driving.
No.
Philip.
Next thing you know, you're in the Pine Barrens and it hits you. Your uncle's cabin. He has a place there. You're the luckiest son of a...
It wasn't luck.
Yes, it was. You got lucky at every turn.
No, I knew exactly where I was driving. I left my phone in the office on purpose. I was in a surgical suite by design, and I didn't use some glass award that any idiot would clearly see was missing. I made a rod out of a special dental polymer, killed him with it, then melted it back down. It's already in a patient's mouth, son!
Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Oh, damn!
And that is 3 oh dams. Oh, damn! Oh, fresh air. Wow, I don't say that a lot.
There's one thing I still don't understand. Did you know you had the wrong murder weapon?
Oh, excellent question, sir. Yes. I spotted the missing dental award when I first took the case. I asked around weeks ago. Turns out a cleaning lady knocked it over and shattered it.
Then why did you run in there like that?
Because in talking to you, I realized what Philip's worst fear actually was. That we would think he was just some dummy that got lucky.
Right. He had planned the perfect crime, and it killed him when you said he was sloppy and impulsive.
He needed us to know how smart he was.
Like someone else I know.
Yep. Kevin.